Go. Go. Ready? Okay. Wait. Yeah. Right. Good morning, everyone, or good evening, everyone, but welcome to the October 16th, 2025 planning board for the village of Fishkill. So can Secretary take roll call?
Sure.
Establish
Teresa
quorum?
Cello,
Here.
Anthony Ruggiero,
Here.
Ezra Holly,
Here.
Joe Testa, Cassandra Williams Hunt, here. Others in attendance are Nick Warner, building inspector, Larry Kaji, village engineer, Victoria Paladera, planning attorney.
Okay, so we have a quorum. First thing on the agenda is the approval of the minutes for the September 18th, 2025 meeting. Can I have a
Motion to approve the minutes? Second.
second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Pass. All right. For next on the agenda is sign approval for precision veterinary surgery.
I think he was gonna have difficulty getting here tonight. He did submit.
Okay,
And it is in conformance with all the signs in the plaza there.
right.
So,
You're right, and it's not in the historic district, so you have
oh
the.
no, it is in the.
Oh, it is?
It is in the historic,
Okay.
that's why it's here.
Yeah.
But it's very straightforward. If you take a
really?
look, there's also a photo in the application of the, do you have a copy of it? That one?
Oh, here it is. I don't have any of the pictures though.
Uh-oh.
I don't, or.
Here, you want mine?
Take this one.
So we can, I'm gonna say we can vote on
You
it.
can vote on it without it. There's no technical
If
requirement.
you can see that is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in compliance.
In compliance, it matches the other signs in the plaza
I
and
believe it's spelled correctly.
it is spelled correctly.
Do you have any comments? Sandra?
No.
Anthony?
No.
Ezra?
No, thanks.
All right. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve the sign for precision veterinary.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Welcome to the village of Fishkill. Okay. Now I am going to ask for a motion to open the public hearing for 18 Church Street. Are you veterinary?
Nope.
I'm,
Malcolm, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you
Over here. Over here.
Yeah.
Got your own chair.
Yeah, you're on this side of the people. So can I have a motion to open the public hearing?
Motion to open the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Yes, okay. 18 Church Street. Please come up and identify yourself. Oh. Indeed.
Good evening, I'm Steve Whalen of Whalen Architecture, representing the owners of 18 Church Street. Just to recap the project, our overall proposal, we're looking to renovate the existing building to provide 2 dwelling units, one bedroom unit and 1 2-bedroom unit. We're also proposing exterior improvements to the building, which may or may not include raising the roof, new windows and new finishes. We were here last month and the finishes for the outside of the building were approved with their certificate of appropriateness. Since our last presentation, we provided or came up with 2 parking layouts. Each shows the required number of parking spaces, with one of them being land banked. We would like the opportunity just to discuss these 2 parking lot options. The one that we would request that the board approve is the one that's shown before you here. It does require, or this one shows the required parking spaces, but this one allows for a section of green space on the property, which we'd like to have be used by the tenants. The second layout, I can show that one to you as well. This one does not have the green space. There's more paving involved with that one. We have a couple of ideas which we'd like to review with the board to just go over with this parking lot layout.
Identify which sheet each parking lot is on.
Sure. This one is on free SP 1.1.
Okay.
That's the land banking one. Is it?
That's the one where it's shown along Church Street,
Oh, okay.
then the pave on pre-SP1.B. This is the one that shows very little green space, but shows most of this being paved.
Oh. They're not in numerical order. I know. Okay.
And also, since our last presentation, our office and the owners, we've been in touch with Paul at the water department. He says he has drawings for the sewer location, and he says that, you know, we won't have to make any adjustments to the sewer line, so we can get that on the drawings. We're also going to be in touch with our engineers, so we're going to investigate if the building needs a second water line, depending upon the supply that we get there now. And if so, we went over with Paul, like what the protocol is to install that second water line and the permits that are going to be required and the entire protocol.
You think that you're gonna need fire protection in that second building? Is that what? Or are you just for the domestic?
It's just for domestic.
Okay,
Yeah, because since we only have, it's only like a 2-family, it's still considered a residential.
Okay.
Once we go to 3, then we're commercial and then we're sprinklered.
okay.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
So I'll go first because I don't know that I've said this in my 35 to 40 years of being a civil engineer. But if you approve this as they're proposing, you will do it with our recommendation against it, because that's how strongly I feel the existing parking has shown as a safety issue.
Uh-huh.
So we are just an advisory board, an advisory consultant, so it's up to you, but I will be on the record as advising against it.
Up against
Yeah.
that
On
parking.
both
Yeah,
lanes?
what-
No.
Yes.
We actually, his alternate sketch 2, we think addresses our concerns.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I believe, I mean, it's not perfect.
It's not pretty.
I mean, because you still,
It's,
you know, my concern is that even people, if they come out too quick, you
Yeah.
know, there is no sight distance, you know? So, I mean, somebody coming out, they're gonna have to nose out slowly, but at least they'll be able to see something, you
Okay.
know?
so
That's really the best option there. So, as far as that being all paved, you know, our recommendation is you look into, you know, the turf pavers, you know, if in there, I mean, try to keep as much green area as possible. I don't know why you need a land bank spot. I mean, that could be green area as well. So, but anyway, that's really the crux of it for us. And a lot of our other comments hinge upon that. Once the board decides which way it wants to go with everything, you know, Steve can kind of dust off a lot of the other things. A lot of them are nuts and bolts. Let me just talk,
So let me get some comments from the public first.
okay?
Have any public comments? Okay, that's right. So I think we should close the public hearing. I have a motion for that, right?
Motion to close the public hearing.
second,
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Yes, okay. So as discussion,
So the only other items that are just worth noting, and this is just to give Steve the opportunity to ask a question if he wants to. I know you said that the building is considered residential. There may be something in the sanitary code that considers it multifamily residential.
Okay.
It may require a backflow preventer in
Mhm.
there. I don't know what, I mean, if it was the village reviewing it, we would probably ask for a double check valve. I don't know what the health department's gonna ask for something like that, because the health department is not doing those reviews.
yeah, with that, our game plan is like, once we're through planning board, we're gonna get like the other design professionals on board. And that's why I was talking about like with the water line, gonna get our MEP engineer involved and then, certainly put in the backflow and whatever health department or any other engineering services or designs we have to provide.
Right, and the only other thing which would, I think, be in fairness to Steve, is that the planning board would at least make a decision tonight if they would, consider, his suggestion that the FEMA issue be deferred until building permit rather than being a planning issue. It's not like in projects in the past where if the answer is one thing, it could affect a planning decision. It's really building issue. The only thing it might affect is a look at the building a little bit, if something is required to do something to the building, I have no idea. But, so that's your decision. I just think it would be fair to give him an answer on that, so he knows whether he's got to do that now or whether he can put that in.
What issue was it? Did you say?
It's a portion of the building appears to be in, the floodplain,
Oh.
but we're not sure.
There's a tiny little triangle on the north side. It was not the entire building, it's just one little dot corner.
Yeah, how long ago that map was drawn?
From, off the top of my head, I don't, it was
I think they're pretty recent.
maybe 2022.
I only asked.
21?
I've worked on it since it's old and
Yeah,
it just goes away once you get a.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because we back checked, we found an older map and it was different. So,
No, it's been updated.
yeah, well, we can discuss that with Nick and,
And it's not part of the new building, not well, they're both existing, but not the house.
yeah, the house it's a really strange map because there's like a tiny little sliver and that's the part that's within the building. And then you go into the school parking lot and you're free and clear.
Is it something, is it a finger that comes out from the creek? Is that what it is? Maybe just a small swale or something that comes out from the creek in the flood?
Yeah, maybe. I don't,
Yeah. So,
and the creek is, substantially far away. It's not like it's like right in the backyard. So
but
we can't explain it.
we've seen it when it floods and
Over
we've
there?
had water rescues.
Over there?
In the village of Fishkill, no, down on Elm.
Oh, down.
But we've seen, it gets pretty bad over there as well.
Yeah.
So,
I'd be inclined to let that be something to address the building stage.
With that. I'm all right with that.
and the other things are nuts and bolts. And as always, if you have any questions, reach out.
That'll be covered. Okay,
As far as the parking, I would agree with, Marion.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna approve the.
Yeah, I wouldn't,
proposed
I
law,
wouldn't, I
can
wouldn't
tell you right now.
confidence feel,
Yeah, so I agree with the engineer to approve the alternate, that's the, I can't, what,
ESP 1.B.
yes.
Okay.
do you even need to landing? Don't they have parking?
Yeah, well,
So we were only required to have 3 spaces. And then it was like, in the event that we need the 4th, we were gonna land bank it. But I've been in discussions with the owners. We figure as long as the contractors are there, let's put it in now. So that was one of the topics I was gonna bring up tonight.
Oh, if it's 2 apartments with 2 cars per.
Yeah, even if like for right now, it can be like guest parking,
Yeah.
until it's assigned to somebody.
So then you have 442 square feet of new turf. I mean, wouldn't that essentially, wouldn't you want to pave or put pavers down? Because
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can use those pervious pavers.
I think that would be good,
I like
but I
that
mean,
idea.
you're gonna wanna do that right now, if you're gonna land back the spot, otherwise.
Yeah.
If you're gonna land bank, it's actually, it's more work, because then we have to do an agreement and we have to work on it, so if you intend to build it, you might just wanna put it on the plans.
Yeah, we're gonna, if we could just like remove that land banking
Okay.
and we're going in with the 4 spots.
I would do
Yep.
those pavers.
Yeah, you're gonna
Like
use like
pavers.
impervious pavers.
Yeah, I know them as grasscrete,
Right.
Yeah.
like the hexagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what they have now.
It'll let the grass grow through it and
You have them right here, the turf stone.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, is there actually room though to pull in and back out of that spot?
Rear clearance is 39 is.
25 feet from the,
Yeah,
You got 25 feet.
Yeah, that's a zoning requirement.
Yeah,
And then,
Okay.
that's
it
good.
should be. I mean, it will be,
maybe see it's.
Annoying, but-
Yeah.
yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that in my husband's truck, but.
I mean, we could even put like signage on there, like compact cars only, you know, just to make it easy, so nobody with a ginormous truck is pulling in there.
They've got the.
Yeah,
I think it's more than anything,
That's
it'll be
right, right?
the situation where you're backing up and you have more space than you think you do. And you end up adding extra points to your 3-point turn.
Yeah.
but You have space to
Yeah.
back.
And then to your point, if we just do the pervious pavers throughout, you know, we probably have more room because we're not gonna have that grass area. So there'll be like a hammerhead there that you
Okay,
can turn around, that you can back out safely.
yeah,
So if you're gonna do that there, and that's not gonna be grass, then we would strongly recommend the grass creed, as you're calling it. Because if you look at one of our comments about the roof leaders, we're suggesting if you put gutters on that one side of the building, you may want to discharge it back in that area, just to let it infiltrate into the ground.
So on this version, the original one, we were calling out for a dry well. So what I would say is like, let's hybrid them and just put the dry well in with the pervious pavers.
There you go. We can work that out.
Cause you know, I've seen those work, but then if we get like some freak snow ice combination, and if it's not going directly to a dry well, now that's all over the grasscrete,
I
and
like the way you're thinking.
let's get it underground.
So are we replacing the whole thing with pavers or just that one section? So we're clear how to.
other conditions raised, yeah.
Yeah,
How much of your parking area, the driveway and the parking area is proposed to be the pervious pavers?
Yeah.
I'm thinking we're gonna do the whole thing. We're not gonna have any asphalt.
Everything past the sidewalk would be.
Correct.
Okay.
This is idea.
I think that'll work better.
Malcolm, do you have comments?
I mean, the major issue that we talked about was the parking.
Yeah.
Our opinion echoed Larry's, it was not quite as strong, because the existing curb cut is present, but in the interest of good planning, based on the use of the road, I don't know that it would be, and the proposed use of the building, I don't know that it would be an issue today, but in the future, I think that this is definitely a better alternative and one that will age better and be safer long term.
And Dutchess County also had the same comment about,
Okay.
did you see the response from Dutchess
No,
County?
I have Larry's comments,
Okay.
but I haven't
So
seen
Dutchess
DC's.
Had, they reckon the board may want to request that alternate parking configurations be explored to reduce potential safety concerns with vehicles backing onto Church Street near the elementary school. Pursuant to 171-83B, vehicular access must be designed to avoid undue traffic hazards on public streets.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing. Evaluate, blah, blah, and then. Refuse, the applicant should demonstrate how refuse vehicles will safely and efficiently access the collection areas. Isn't it just gonna be like isn't it kind of?
I mean, I assume they're gonna have totes and some out, but you should.
Yeah.
Is there an opportunity to mirror that, so the cars are up against the old glass shop? I don't know what's out in the road, if there's a pole or something in the way, that would significantly improve your sight distance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean flip them around, flip the parking?
Flip the parking.
Just flip the parking, so
facing the building.
Yeah.
you're facing the building rather than the house.
Yeah, because the nearest utility pole is to kind of left behind with the existing residence.
If you could look at mirroring that, I think it's a significant improvement even on the alternate there.
And then with that, is that moving, because our refuse enclosure is right next to parking space 1.
Okay,
Would that be also mirroring that?
Sure.
as well?
sure.
I have a question. There's a fence between the house, the backyard of the house and the parking area, right?
Mhm.
Is that going to conflict with what you're trying to improve as far as sight distance?
The fence should be back far enough so it doesn't impact. the site distance. You should make sure that that happens, that there's no obstructions that are actually created to
Yeah.
beyond what's already there.
And if we're gonna mirror this, or now this is over here,
Yeah.
so refuse will be over here, we can even cut this fence back, so then as
Good.
you're pulling out, really your only obstruction was like now you're over here.
Yep.
Is the building here and the house here.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got that? Flip it.
Yeah.
The only thing, what's the side of the building? What does the side of the building look like that it would be facing into? Are there windows there?
This one here?
Yeah,
Yes.
are there,
That-
I'm just saying like, windows, bright lights going into people's windows. Yeah. I could flip through here. It would be that
This
one, right?
I guess there's room for another.
Now, with that, we can investigate like where these parking spaces
So
are
that,
gonna align with the window.
yeah, it might be, yeah.
You
So
know,
those
we
two
can-
in the back are probably high enough up, that's not a big deal, the one lower. And the other thing that Dutchess County said was the facade, the Church Street facade has benefit from taller vertically proportioned windows that are more consistent with the local architecture, but we like that. The skinny windows. Cause one, what are you looking at on that street, to be honest? So I think it affords more privacy
Yeah.
for people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just
And honestly, I think I would choose safety over worrying about
yeah,
somebody's light shining in the window.
yeah, no, I agree, I just,
Yeah.
just if it's yes, I would definitely rather have the cars face the building, but
Yeah.
Especially if
I
it's
don't
only
think
a
that's horrible.
2-unit
Yeah,
Right.
situation. If it was a 5-unit and you've got multiple different.
make the person who lives there park in that spot, so they won't be home.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
Welcome.
There's certainly things we can do to maybe
Yeah.
reduce tree layer.
Does anyone have comments, Cassandra? Any more questions?
I mean, I obviously had voiced my concern, like everybody else with the parking. I just know how busy that road is, having a young one. This that you're presenting is far better, and even putting it, on the other side is, yeah. The other way was.
No, I'm pretty good. I like the idea of, the alternate parking and then mirroring it so that parking is facing the building.
Okay.
Yeah, same, but if it can't be mirrored, this is a.
Yeah.
Okay.
Corbin?
Okay, so this is a type 2 action because you're using existing buildings for 2 friendly residences. If you don't have any other comments, we do have a resolution prepared for the board tonight. Everyone has a copy, but while you were talking, we sort of updated it.
Yeah.
So I can read through it. Says, now therefore be it resolved that the planning board hereby grants site plan approval to the project as described and shown on the application materials, subject to compliance with the following conditions. 1, prior to signing of the site plan drawings by the planning board chair, and the chief executive person, or other authorized designee, the following are conditions which shall be fulfilled. The first one is your standard boilerplate language about the escrow. The second now says the applicant shall address the comments in the village engineer's memo dated October 16th, 2025. So Larry still had a few cleanup items, and so you can work with him to address those. C now says revision of the site plan to delete the parking layout shown on sheet 3SP 1.1, which is the bad one. And to incorporate into all plans the parking layout shown on sheet 3SP 1.B. The land bank parking space and new turf area and new asphalt pavement shall be removed and replaced with pavers to the satisfaction of the planning board engineer. The applicant may propose an alternate layout which places the parking on the eastern side of the parking lot to the satisfaction of the planning board engineer. And then I deleted the next one about the land bank space. Okay, so that lets them try to mirror if they can. Larry will get the yay or nay on that, but everyone seems happy with it, so they don't have to come back.
Do we have to add anything about, letting the building inspector handle the FEMA little sliver thing in the back? Does that need to be, or just on the record? So
No, that's a good question. So is that in your letter, Larry, or already?
No, we don't, we just say that, the comment remains pertinent, so if the planning board says is agreeable to. Deferring that to building. Permit, doable then.
Okay, so maybe we add it to section 2 where it says, prior to the issuance of a building permit, the applicant shall pay the recreation fee for 2 new multifamily units. And I can say, and obtain a floodplain permit.
So
What is
the-
the-
Since you're getting a conditioned approval tonight, what's the real difference between getting site plan sign off and getting a building permit? You wanna just leave it as is and just demonstrate it before you get site plan sign off? I mean, it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other at that point, but it's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, as long as we don't have to come back and present again.
Right.
Whatever's easiest.
So leave it as is then, just comment remains pertinent, so we're taking that off the table.
Okay, so
But it's implied in the engineering.
but it's in, yeah,
It's a condition of approval.
it's a condition of Larry, right,
Larry's,
yeah, yeah.
that's
All
his,
I
his
think that is
his
better.
things.
otherwise we lose track of it.
Squared away.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you for bringing that up.
Is there anything, do you have to read more of it, or is that good?
That's it.
Okay.
I mean,
Unless
unless you want me to read it.
no. I like a motion to approve the resolution. To approve the resolution. Second,
Second,
all in favor?
Alright,
Aye. Approved. Your resolution is approved.
wait, just give it to leave.
You and I, 5 kids, I'm all over this.
Make the motion.
Oh my God.
All right, thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Good
Perfect
night.
timing.
Yeah, for you.
Okay,
Motion to adjourn.
yeah, that's all the agenda items. Joe, do you have anything?
Yeah, I need an all pair.
Why 2 minutes?
Are you guys meeting now or?
No,
Oh, we're done.
Yeah.
okay.
We're
Well, we
cracking.
have to adjourn, but we're done. Cause and so to put on the record, there won't be a meeting in November or December.
Okay.
So our next meeting will be sometime in January. I don't know when that is.
Third.
Yeah, third.
Third Monday,
That's right.
third
No,
Wednesday.
no.
In January it will be, 15th.
January 15th.
2026.
Does anyone else have any comments or anything they want to bring up? No more Chris with the signs. So I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Adjourned. Thank you, everyone.